Hey, it's Bill. Hope you hit the parlay like I did. Listen to me on that one, the Hedda Bunting one. Beautiful. Great return. Also hit Neil Zonneveld beating Jim Williams and lost on Adrian Lewis over Ryan Searle. That looked good for a little bit. But here's my predictions for Saturday, round 6 in the UK, or sorry, round 5 UK. So, same thing applies for tomorrow. What I'll try to do is I'm going to get my picks in tonight for tomorrow morning, and then we'll see what the draw is, and I'll try to get the picks in like I did today in between the two rounds. But let's go through. Again, I think the draw is way better for Saturday, although some really bad games, which is expected when you lose Joe Cullen, you lose Gary Anderson, you lose Nathan Aspinall. You lose some really great players, and you got some players that shouldn't even be in this into the round 32. But that is the UK Open. Take it as it is. Again, I did really well because I put a lot of money on Hedda and Bunting, so I'm pretty happy. And I've got one bet. I don't like the value in this round. Maybe because the draw is more good player against a, there's a couple. Hedda, Michael Van Gerwen. There's some value going on Hedda, but again, I know Hedda beat Michael Van Gerwen on a Players Championship, but when it comes to a stage, Hedda hasn't performed against the big players. So, but let me just kind of go through the games. A couple crazy games, and they weren't on TV. Ricky Evans coming back from 8-2. There was Ron Muhlenkamp coming back 9-6 down. A lot of big comebacks on the outer stages. I think the main stage went as expected. I went 4 for 4 on that stage, but overall I went 21 for 32, which isn't great, but it's not too bad. Yeah, so let's get into the games. We'll get into my predictions for the round 5, which is basically the round of 32. And I've got a bet. It's a 14 parlay, but I really like it actually, and it pays 5 times the bet. So let's see where we go from here. First up, we've got Ricky Evans against Scott Waits. And again, this is going to be part of my parlay. I really like Ricky Evans here. Scott Waits, he had Glenn Durant. Seemed like an all right game. I saw Durant was about mid to high 80 average, but Ricky Evans just came back from 8-2 down. He's probably already planning on his trip home, and the crowd comes in. He starts hitting stuff. I saw him dancing like a crazy man. Perfect. I think Ricky Evans is the better player going in. I think he is the better player, and he's getting good odds. So I like Ricky Evans to win this one 10-6. Mensur Suljovic, Gert Nenches. I'm glad that's not on a stage that I have to watch. I like Suljovic to win this one 10-4. Ian White, Sebastian Bilecki. That's another one. Ian White down 9-7. Now, if he was on the main stage, I'm taking Sebastian Bilecki all day, twice on Tuesdays. This is not on the main stage. I love how Ian White goes, oh, the big players wouldn't do well on this lower stage. Yeah, okay. Okay, Ian. Sure, bud. Wait till you get to the main stage. After this one, you're probably going to get in the round of 16. And you're either going to be on stage 2 and stage 1, which means you got big crowds, you got a TV watching you, and you will fold like a cheap tent in the next round. But I'm going to give you this round. Ian White to win 10-7. Stephen Bunting, William O'Connor. That is going to be something that I looked at. I was looking for the odds. I was hoping Stephen Bunting had better odds. He just doesn't. I like Bunting a lot. I think Bunting's going to do a lot of damage. If you take a look at the stats as I walked you through it, he's one of the better performers. I like him to beat Willie O'Connor. I think it's going to be a great game. Even though it's on an outer stage, I would have loved to see that one on stage 2. But I've got Stephen Bunting win this one 10-7. Next up, Dave Chisno, Boris Kirschmar. I think it's going to be close. I do. This will be a 180 fest. But I like Chisno win this one 10-7. Then we've got a doozy. Dirk Van Duijvenbode against Martin Schindler. I do like the odds for Schindler, and I really want to go there. But I can't. I think Dirk Van Duijvenbode is going to bring that into the next round. I like him to win 10-8. Keane Barry, Neil Zonneveld. This is a great draw. With both these guys going into this game going, I'm in the round of 16. I just think Keane Barry is just a more consistent, better scoring player. Although if you look at Neil Zonneveld's stats this year, they're fantastic. So I'm back and forth in this one. I flipped a quarter. Really, it's that close. I want no part of a bet on this one. But I'll take Keane Barry to win this one, 10-7. Next one up, Callan Ritz, Vincent Vandervoort. I thought Callan Ritz didn't play very well. It was a good game, like exciting game to watch against Nathan Aspinall. Callan Ritz has been bad all year. Like bad. So Vincent Vandervoort did a number on Jermaine Wadamita, but pretty much everyone's been doing that. I'm struggling on this one. I want to see Callan Ritz go through. I think Vincent Vandervoort's got the game. I'm thinking Ritz steps up. He sees what he could have got a lot worse draws than this. I'll take Callan Ritz to win this one, 10-6. Next game up, Danny Noppert, Devin Peterson. Danny Noppert to win 10-4. Michael Smith, Gabriel Clemens. Michael Smith how in the world does Gabriel Clemens beat Rob Cross? Rob Cross has lost back-to-back to Gabriel Clemens and Christoph Kachuk. And this guy was worried about being in a Premier League? Am I missing something here? He would have been kicked out of, and he was out of the Premier League. He was demoted both times. I'm missing the point here, Rob. Maybe you're so pissed off you're trying so hard. I don't know, but well, you're not making much of an impression. Gabriel Clemens is, and even I saw the game, is 92 average. I mean, that's probably the best Gabriel Clemens has played all year. But Michael Smith will do a number and destroy him, and I've got him on my parlay. I like this one big time, 10-3. Johnny Clayton D'Souza, and I got this on my parlay. Josie D'Souza got over the line with Steve West. He just barely crossed over it with an 89 average. Johnny Clayton had to work to beat Martin Lukeman, but he played well. This is going to be one-way traffic for me. Johnny Clayton to win this one, 10-7. James Wade, Ron Muhlenkamp. Let's think about James Wade. What did you get in your first couple rounds? Oh, Steve Lennon and Ron Muhlenkamp. Ooh, tough rounds, James Wade. Boy, the odds are against you in this tournament. You could, if you took the names of all the players you want to play in the next round, Ron Muhlenkamp's top of the list. James Wade drew the top of the list. He'll win this one 10-4. And then a great game. Now, this is part of my parlay as well. Dimitri Vandenberg, Ryan Searle. I saw Adrian Lewis had a 6-2 win. I was already counting my money. I was going, look at that. I got my parlay. Bunting and Head is coming through nicely. I got Zonneveld beating Jim Williams with some good odds. Look at this. It's going to be a great day. And then Searle took over. But still, if you look at the averages, there's nothing to have there. Dimitri Vandenberg destroyed Daryl Gurney. A good Daryl Gurney. If you take a look at how many people averaged over 100, there wasn't too many. And Dimitri Vandenberg was the big one. Now, last time I bet on Dimitri Vandenberg against Johnny Clayton, he missed 23 doubles or something stupid like that. I really like Dimitri Vandenberg to win this one. I'll take him 10-7. And then you got MVG Hedda. I know a lot of people are going to think Hedda, and Hedda's got some good odds. It's worth taking a look at. The last time they played, Hedda won. I just don't see it. It's a big stage, and how has Hedda done against the big boys on a big stage? He is 0 for something. Wright, Price. I don't know if he's played MVG on a big stage yet, but he just doesn't show up on those big stages. I want Hedda to win. I will be cheering for Damon Hedda. I just don't see it. MVG win 10-8. Next one up. This one's going to be a crazy one. Peter Wright, Simon Whitlock. Let's think about this. Who's the better player? Peter Wright. It's not even close. It's not even in the same ballpark. You know, when I saw the draw, Wright Whitlock, I went, that's a good draw for Peter Wright. But if you look at the head-to-head record, this is probably not who Peter Wright wanted in this next round. Now, granted, last time he played Peter Wright or Simon Whitlock, he threw the big old bombs. He won't be throwing the bombs. He'll throw the gold darts, hopefully. He played really well with them today. I know he's got back problems, too, so that kind of leans to gallbladder or I think it was gallstones or gallstones or whatever the hell they were talking about. But he's in pain. That's all I know. But I didn't see much of it against Joe Cullen, when he needed to win the match, he had the big, he took out 11 darts, 12 darters, 13 darters. He just hit what he needed to hit when he needed to hit it. Now, if he shows up with those darts, I don't see how Whitlock has a shot. But I think it's going to be a close game. Whitlock always plays right well. He does well on the floor against them. He's got some big victories over him on TV. But there's also times when Peter Wright has wiped the floor with Simon Whitlock. So I think it'll be a good game. I actually think it'll be exciting to watch. But I like Peter Wright to sneak over the line here, 10-8. And then Gerwin Price, Jamie Hughes. This is one-way traffic for me. Jamie Hughes is a good scorer, but he seems to struggle on his doubles. I didn't particularly think Price played very well today. He smoked Bertowski. I think he's going to smoke Jamie Hughes 10-5. So on my bets, you got my picks. Again, I'm going to step in between the two rounds after the draw. We'll see what the picks are. I'll see if there's any value. But I've got a 14 parlay that's paying 5 times the money. You heard me right, 5 times. And I'm taking Michael Smith over Gabriel Clemens. To me, that's a lock. I'm taking Dimitri Vandenberg over Ryan Searle. I mean, that's a closer game, but I still like Dimitri Vandenberg in this one based on play lately. I'm taking Johnny Clayton over Jose De Souza. Jose De Souza. Jeez. Getting good odds for that. And the one I'm maybe a little worried about, Ricky Evans over Scott Waynes. But come on, Ricky, you got the big crowd. So if I hit those 4, it's a big payout for me. It's 5 times the money. And again, that's the only bet I'm going to lay in this round. It's a 14 parlay. Michael Smith, Dimitri Vandenberg, Johnny Clayton. Right there. I've got 3 great players in my pocket. And then I've got Ricky Evans over Scott Waynes. This is probably the one that I'm the most worried about. But anyways, hopefully everyone enjoys the darts. I'll be getting up nice and early in Canada to watch this. And again, I'm going to break in between to give you my picks for round 6. Cheers.